All right, Keith is back, and you've been gone for a little bit, so it's just nice to have you back.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Glad that you could just blow yourself in today, because it's just one of those days.
It's been that
cold
kinda,
and windy.
It was kind of like, and it's also weird when you come back, and a lot of people have talked about this during this particular break.
Yeah.
It's like, what day is it?
Like,
even people who have been working are just like, I don't even know. And the next couple of days are going to be kind of strung together, breezy, chilly, not much snow. Not much snow. So
we'll all know when it's Monday, January 6th, and everybody's back to
yes,
work.
and like I think that's the reset where everybody. Until then, it's a slow trickle of humans coming back to work.
To reality.
Yeah. Yep. Even Luca today didn't want to get on the bus, which is unusual for him. I get it. 49 for a wind gust today in Portland. That was a peak right around noon today. We had some scattered power outages during that time period. We haven't seen much there. 41 in Rockland, 36 in Bangor. We still have a wind advisory for a few more hours into the mountains and over southern coastal Maine. Even when this is dropped tonight, it will be noticeably windy through the evening and really through much of the day tomorrow. It will still be noticeably breezy at least. Here are the predicted wind gusts staying around 40 miles an hour potentially in the mountains through a good part of the night, down to the 25 to 30 mile per hour range along the coastline and inland, and that's where we're going to stay pretty much all day on Friday. So you will notice that it is windy on Friday. It just won't be as windy as today. Temperatures down though a few degrees, so it ends up feeling colder. Winds settle tomorrow night, and that's when we start to drop temperatures Friday night and into the weekend, which looks quite cold. Snow showers continue. Elevation accumulation there. They'll take what they can get. Unfortunately, it's coming mostly with wind holds in a lot of these ski areas because it is so windy. Tomorrow's another breezy day. Temperatures right around freezing along the coast. 20s elsewhere. Mountains in the teens to right around 20 degrees with a mixture of sun and clouds. And then we're cold on Saturday and Sunday. I don't think there's a whole lot going on here, but it is quite chilly. Temperatures staying in the 20s all day on Saturday. The mountains stay in the teens, and then Sunday is likely just a little bit colder. Even the coastline may be stuck in the teens on Sunday. So it'll be a cold stretch coming up here for much of the Northeast, and we'll talk about the South as well. Sensibly though, weather-wise, cold and dry. There's not much here. On Monday, a storm misses to our south. It's relatively close, but it's also been consistently modeled staying to our south. So we'll watch it for another day, but it looks like it likely sails to our south there on Monday, and that was our only real chance of a storm system. You've probably heard nationally quite a bit about this cold outbreak coming up, and it will be quite cold, but the core of the really anomalously cold air, so how much below average are you, is going to be down in the mid-south and the deep south. So Florida into Tennessee into Georgia, that will be the area that's really cold for them. Will be below average, but there's nothing record-breaking here. It's just going to be cold. And cold at a time of year that is cold, but nothing that's going to knock your socks off here as far as temperatures. We do have a couple snow showers around, perhaps Tuesday, Wednesday. Do not see a big storm system there. Coldest day likely Thursday, even the coast, probably in the teens on that day. So again, I'm not demeaning it will be cold, but I think sometimes this is a big story across the country, and we assume that we're going to be in the worst of it because we're in Maine, but actually this time a lot of that is down into the south.
Listen, I will say Thursday when it's 18, I will be questioning what the heck I am doing in Maine, but that's besides the point.
But you'll feel better because then look what is down south and say, well, nobody's having any fun right now.
It's chilly everywhere. All right, thanks, Keith.